In this video, we are going to have a look at how to solve a quadratic equation from a graph. So solving quadratic equations using graphs. Now, sometimes we can only find an approximate solution, sometimes not. So let's have a look. As an example, I wanted to have a look. Example 4 at question 11. And there's a graph. There's a quadratic graph there. It looks like it goes like that. Okay. And then goes off like that. So it looks like 3, 2, 1, 1, and so on. -1, -1. Okay. So they are telling us this is the graph of y equals x squared, take away 1. So if you think back, y equals x squared was the parabola going through the origin. This is 1 down because of that -1, but we'll learn more about that next year. Okay, it says use this graph to solve the equation x squared take away 1 equals 0. Now we could solve this without the graph, but it says use the graph. So let's do this. So x squared take away 1. So on the left hand side, this is our y, yeah? Because it says y equals x squared plus 1. So we just want to solve y equals 0, okay? So that's this line here. The y equals 0 line is the x-axis. Or you can think about it as find the points on the graph that have y coordinates 0. And those are these 2 points here. So one has, and we have to solve this equation for x, so they just want the x coordinates of these points. So one of the points has, oops, x coordinate -1, and the other point has x coordinate +1, and that's it. Now we could have solved this, so we could have added 1 to both sides and then taken the square root, and remembering that the negative is also a solution, but it's okay, we can just use that. Well, we have to use the graph. Okay, part B. X squared -1 is equal to 3. So again, what we'll do, x squared -1 is our y, because y is equal to x squared -1. So we are looking for points that have y coordinate 3. Or you can draw in the line y equals 3. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Either way, it's this point and that point. These have y coordinate 3. The first one has x coordinate -2. And the second one has x coordinate +2. So the two solutions are x equals -2, x equals +2. And as I said, we could have solved these. So let's just check them. So A was x squared -1 equals 0. X squared is 1, so x is ±1. And for B, we've got x squared -1 is 3. So x squared is 4. So x is ±2. Okay, so we could have solved these algebraically, but that's not what they wanted from us. So these would not give you any marks. We're just using it to check. Let's have a look at an example when the solutions won't be nice numbers. So this is just the example on page 180. And so we've got the graph of y equals x squared -3x -2. And it says use the graph to find estimates of the solutions to the equation x squared -3 squared -8 is equal to 1. So we want our y, because that's how we solved these. We identified y, but this is not y, is it? So let's break up the -8. So what I'll do is I will write down y, so x squared minus 3x minus 2. Okay, so I just wrote that down, and I will have a look what I've got to do to this to get -8, and I've got to take away 6. So hopefully that makes sense. And we can always double check, so carry out this calculation, that's a -8, so we're good. Because now I've got my y here, okay? But before that, I will rearrange this so I've only got y on the left-hand side. Okay, so I've got my y here. So y equals 6, this is what I'm going for. So always try to just get y on the left if there's something else on the left. Get rid of the something else, chuck it over to the right-hand side. So we are looking for the points on this graph that have y coordinate 6. So have a look at the book. You can see that they drew a horizontal line. They drew the line y equals 6. And then wherever it crosses the parabola, they went down and found the x coordinates of those 2 points. And they want you to do it to 1 decimal place, which is a bit naughty, but what you'll do is, they are saying -1.7. If you say 1.8 or 1.6, -1.8 or -1.6, they are going to accept that. And the other one, 4.7, again, if you say 4.6 or 4.8, they are going to accept that. So don't overcomplicate things, don't overthink, just write down the number that you think it's closest to, and you'll be fine. So this is all, really. So now you can practice this one. Question 14, which puts everything nicely together that we've done today. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next lesson.